Even angels rested after creation. The Sabbath pattern was cosmic. In the silence of the newborn universe, before sin, before nations, before any religion was formed by man, God uttered no command. He simply rested. And in that rest, a divine signature was stamped upon the fabric of time, the Sabbath. Not a Jewish invention, not a ceremonial law, but a cosmic decree written into the rhythm of existence itself. And if you think the Sabbath was only for Israel, prepare to be confronted by a truth so ancient, even angels paused to behold it. Genesis chapter 2:3 says that on the seventh day, God ended his work and rested, not because he was tired, but because he was finished. Then he blessed that day and sanctified it. This wasn't a suggestion. It was a declaration, a divine appointment with creation. But here's what your pastors, imams, and priests won't tell you. This moment wasn't just about earth. The entire cosmos aligned with God's rest. Job 38:6-7 pulls back the veil on that creation week. Whereupon are the foundations thereof fastened? Or who laid the cornerstone thereof? When the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of God shouted for joy. Who are these sons of God? Angels, witnesses to creation, celestial beings who marveled not just at the making of the world, but at the rest that followed. Even the angels observed the divine pause. Let that sink in. Angels don't need sleep. They don't get weary. Yet they joined in the rest of creation, not because they were commanded, but because the seventh-day Sabbath was a cosmic marker, declaring God alone as creator. The entire universe paused with him. And today, man, fallen, flawed, mortal man, dares to say that rest has been abolished. You can argue theology. You can twist Paul's words. You can claim the cross changed the calendar. But you cannot erase the seventh day from the timeline of eternity. It existed before sin, before Moses, before Israel, before the 10 Commandments were chiseled into stone. The Sabbath had already been chiseled into time. Isaiah 66:22-23 declares that even in the new heavens and the new earth, all flesh will come to worship God from one Sabbath to another. Not just Jews, not just a remnant, all flesh. The Sabbath isn't Jewish, it's eternal, it's universal, it's unchangeable, and it never belonged to man to alter. Yet men with titles, priests with robes, pastors with pulpits, imams with Qurans, dare to say the Sabbath is irrelevant. They mock the seventh day while clinging to Sunday, a man-made counterfeit birthed by Rome, enforced by emperors, and dressed up as Christian tradition. But tradition doesn't sanctify. Only God can make something holy, and he did, on the seventh day. Hebrews 4:4-10 says that God did rest on the seventh day, and there remains a Sabbath rest for the people of God. The Greek word used is sabbatismos, meaning a literal Sabbath keeping. Not symbolic, not spiritualized, literal. You say you follow the Bible, then follow the rest of God. Anything else is rebellion dressed as worship. Let's ask the hard question. If angels who never sinned acknowledged God's rest, who are you to ignore it? If celestial beings paused in reverence, what excuse does man have? If the very creator of the universe kept the Sabbath, who gave you permission to replace it with a day he never blessed? This isn't a debate. It's a call to repentance. You've inherited lies from centuries of tradition, but truth is knocking on your door. The seventh day is not up for discussion. It is written in creation, affirmed by angels, sealed by God himself. You can ignore it, you can excuse it, but you cannot escape it. Because when Jesus returns, he won't ask what day your denomination honored. He'll ask whether you obeyed the Lord of the Sabbath. And the clock is still ticking.